kindness of strangers in the toughest of times.
It's a story about how one Sacramento photographer is capturing life-altering moments for those who need healing. KSRA 3's Claire Dewan takes us through this emotional journey.
Are you ready? Okay, go. Run right toward me. There you go.
Many times, the lens through which we see life is clear only when we're happy.
Do some twirls. Do the twirls a little faster. Go fast. Woo!
And for professional photographer Lisa Smiley, it's capturing those moments of youth passing too quickly, of newfound anticipation, of lifelong joy that reminds her why she's no longer an attorney.
So many times I've gotten the comment like, you brought out the smile in my child that we see every day.
But she never knew, leaving the world of litigation and conflict, she would soon learn to embrace heartache and loss.
Okay, I want them to see these images and have it provoke, the bonding that they went through.
And that's what she did for this Lodi couple, Diane and Alvin Aguirre.
Sometimes I forget I was really pregnant.
Cautious optimism, waiting months to celebrate Diane's pregnancy, could not prevent what they feared.
The doctor was looking for the heartbeat. Then after like a few minutes, she just said,
I can't find her heartbeat.
Can't find her heartbeat.
In mere moments, they had lost their newborn and a lifetime of hope.
I really thought I died too when they told me that, Paula. I've been longing to have a daughter. For someone to tell me the dream that I thought was, becoming reality is just a dream again. It's like, you're kidding me, right?
While the Aguirres were heartbroken and devastated, a Kaiser nurse asked if they wanted pictures of Paula as part of the Now I Lay Me Down to Sleep program. Professional photographers volunteering to take pictures of sick babies.
Oh, I wasn't sure. I wasn't sold with the idea because, here we are, we just lost our baby, and, to me, like, taking pictures is supposed to be like, capturing joyous moments, fun events.
But as a supportive husband who wanted to appease his wife, Alvin agreed. And within hours, Smiley showed up.
When we met Lisa, she told us the story. All of a sudden, she's just not a photographer. She became like a co-parent, a grieving parent.
Smiley and her husband, too, had lost their son Joshua to a host of complications.
You think it's easier just not to see the baby or hold the baby, but I think in the healing process, it's so necessary.
Before the Now I Lay Me Down to Sleep program, it was a nurse who snapped pictures of Joshua.
We try our best as nurses, but we're not photographers.
In fact, it was Cheryl Linton, the same nurse who, 16 years later, helped coordinate the nonprofit's volunteer effort at Kaiser.
I asked her if she was an attorney because that was something I had written down at the time that I remembered, and she said yes, and I said, I think I was your nurse.
So what seems like faded connections between Linton and Smiley and between the Aguirres and Smiley are really just moments. Moments of deep despair etched in the permanence of photos, allowing them to view pain as, well, impermanent.
I'm sure it brings back her own grief, her own pain. But she chooses to be there because she knows that it will help, and it's truly a gift.
A gift that shows sometimes the lens through which we see life is perhaps the most clear when we're in pain.
It does hurt. It's not easy to go on those by any stretch of the imagination.
But Smiley imbues that hurt with purpose, and her photography a way to celebrate life in happiness and in despair. In Sacramento, Claire Dewan, KSRA 3 News.
Powerful story, healing through photos. In Linton, the perinatal nurse tells us her experience with Smiley inspired her to mentor other nurses for Kaiser South Sacramento's fetal loss program.